having the
wow, now we're still
having the
guessing
Silas
on
chase. Is we're gonna have to wait for the final decisions here. It's gonna be a lot of 20 seconds shenanigans here. That's a fast score pick.
Yeah, Score is booking it, but the snare is going to be good this time around. The flash in though, the Impale is gonna land, and Doran, he's going to get the Pop Blossom out there. Will he have the Shape Splitter? I don't know whether he will, but I don't think it matters. The teleport comes down, flash in from Tarzan, knock-up avoided from Score, but the death is not. First Blood goes to Griffin, but now it's a hijacked Pop Blossom, and BDD answers back. Great knock-up there from King, and now is Chovy down to 200.
Team are very good, so they had two options. They have chosen the long-time scenario. That does...
Yeah. Clown Drake, not exactly going to be the highest priority here for KT, so they will let that one go over. First Drake taken at 7 strong.
As KT pushing up, and this is again the thing that doesn't fit, right? Is only 13 CS disadvantage, the turret around top side. Yeah, they're confident about how strong they're going to be with certain items, that's fine. There's Tarzan, not going to be ulted yet. In fact, Tarzan's going in for now.
Going to be able to get the knock-up. It's going to be an immediate stopwatch there from Score as Pop Blossom in the backline doesn't really do anything. Tarzan puts Score in the baby cage, but he gets himself out. Ebb and Flow was very close to picking up the kill. Speaking of which, Viper!
Mid lane turret. That is the reality of Corky.
King and rolled the dice, and they did not come up the right way as Score has discovered the pesky Nico. Flashes to get over the wall, but Score, you can't juke him. And he's going to be able to pick up that kill. Tidal Wave lands. If we have a look down the items, that's when things start to get scary here for KT. 3 items now complete onto Viper. They take down this outer turret.
KT really needs to respect right now is Baron.
And they've got a hell of a lot of vision on it as well, as Kingen moving out of the way of Doran, who does have a lot of power here in this lane. Kingen teleport available, that wants to save it for any Baron plays that are going to happen. Triple teleport on both sides, of course, guys. Vipers is on
again, and see how long it takes KT to react. Here comes Score.
Yep, teleport comes in, exactly, and that ward is not spotted. Tidal Wave comes in, BDD with the Cataclysm. The Baron is taken by Griffin, but now can KT actually win the fight? Redemption comes in, Tarzan eventually falls down as Prey's doing a lot of damage, but doesn't have a lot of mana, doesn't have a lot of health. It's a double kill so far though, and now Chovy in trouble. The Devour comes in, Prey does have a blue buff, so can get some of that mana and health back. The Honey Fruit is eaten, but Griffin, 3 Barons still alive. They suffered 2 deaths, and they actually have routed KT. Their health bars are so damn low as Prey now trying to take the fight into his own hands. Kingen misses the knock-up, unfortunately. And Viper, Mercurial Scimitar utilized. Mystic shot not going to land. He's hit this one before, but this time not going to be enough. Needs the help of Chovy, who dashes on
our members against the extreme range of Griffin. And an Enchanter support still alive. Meant that it was on Griffin to chase down future kills. Now that either Kingen or Score starts, where maybe they can actually cut down one of Chovy and Viper because they're
utilizing that Pop Blossom top side of the map.
You walk up, no aggressive.
Like, well, come on, Griffin, you're taking too long to win. But now, with KT coming off a win, Griffin certainly not. Here's a different story as Kingen fishes for the knock-up, doesn't get it. Tarzan now in for the flank. Tidal Wave is in, the double knock-ups are good there as Kingen able to get the World Ender down, keeping himself alive now as Cataclysm onto 4 members is just huge from Tarzan, and the AoE damage from Griffin is too much. Prey is dead mid-Devour, and the Tahm Kench will, of course, follow Kingen. Flashes to get himself out of there. True Shot Barrage just to add insult to injury, and Griffin will just knock on the front door, take it down, and win the game.
Took 37 minutes, but that engaged what Griffin had been searching for all game. Tarzan on a control ward gets the huge Cataclysm direct and diving for that further kill. They'll take down Kingen. Lahen's going to be fine. He's going to visit the KT spawning pool, and it will play a bigger role. And there's the unknown of what the Rise mid lane versus Corky matchup might provide. Game number 1, if I'm going to continue our cartoon reference on the CSing. And speaking of inroads, BDD is on an adventure.
Yep, Runwop is going to be utilized the flash to immediately follow, gets himself the stun, and you can throw out as many Vanguard's edges as you want. You are dead, my friend.
Now you actually have to hit both sides in order.
Oh no, speaking of hitting things.
Yeah. Okay, that happened. That's a KT-controlled jungle. Doran walks up.
Yeah, they're going to be able to find it. That's another snare. A lot of damage now onto Doran, who once again throws out the ultimate, but it's answered by Score, who stole his, as to evaluate his lit levels.
Wow. They're definitely ignited. KT. Griffin is still deciding the first place to go. KT still responding and shutting down Door.
Well, at least KT this time can respond. Yeah. Felt like in the last game, there were just no options at all.
About Doinby build from before style, so I think the Abyssal Mask might be the protocol. A lot of map plays happening. Griffin, though, taking over red side jungle as KT enters bot side. See what the difference is here.
Kingen going to move up top side, but he will have 4 members of Griffin closing in. Can KT actually get anything working out? The answer is going to be yes. Bottom outer turret does fall, and Doran lying in wait.
More vision here for Griffin defensively. It means that they can push up, take down an inner turret.
And a mountain's going to be coming up in 15 seconds as BDD gets himself into the Realm Warp and gets himself comfortably out after dodging Tarzan's ultimate. True Shot Barrage over 2. Double Cullings coming in. His score is going to tank up. The ultimate from Doran. Kingen trying to CC them up, but it's the 2 kills already for Griffin, and Doran goes into his stopwatch to stop himself from dying. Score not going to be so lucky, as now the mid lane outer turret will suffer the same fate after 3 for 0 going in favor of Griffin.
Feels like the pivotal play of the game. Doran gets backline access. Meanwhile, King can only respond, and look how much immediate gold is injected to the coffers of Griffin.
And BDD so beautifully made it out of that play, but then KT got a little bit greedy and decided to go for a fight afterwards, and that cost them the inhibitor.
They're going to go for the win.
Yeah, BDD once again is going to just get jumped on and taken down. The amount of damage here from Griffin is gigantic. Inhibitor
play the Ruined King wants to whack away at a minion wave, build up the rage, and then kill people. And now side lane, Cannon's going to find multiple baddies.
Yep, Slicing Maelstrom. The flash is going to come in. Permafrost, though, and there is a very dead Kenny as BDD. Realm Warp has to be utilized once again, but they immediately about face. And now BDD doesn't have the tankiness that he'd otherwise have, and a double kill. Even going to try and take it down as a little bit late on the final spark, and KT, the hands are starting to slip. It's really starting to feel like everything's falling through the cracks.
Some decent map plays here, but we are both thinking, yeah, they do have some tools if they could use them well. Decided that hasn't happened, and BDD taking so much damage.
And even Prey hit by the final spark there as Viper underneath the turret. Snowflower has to eat the Grey health. More dancing forward from Viper, and he's able to take down the Tahm Kench. They're going to give up taking this inhibitor turret because they just want to win the game. Griffin, so much damage available, and now no Tahm Kench to save anyone's life. First Nexus turret falls. Griffin not wanting to go overly aggressive as the minion wave is going to run out, and they have an inhibitor they can take on the bottom side. Still throwing out poke after poke. Griffin Viper diving forward. BDD below half. Kingen just getting poked by all of these spells flying forward. The rockets from Chovy are so dangerous. Another minion wave and a True Shot Barrage that has been dodged. A dead Nexus turret. Final spark is landed. It's Prey hit once again by one of these ultimates. Vanguard's Edge comes forward as Doran is going to try and take on King, and he's not going to be able to get the work done, but he was just buying time as the Nexus falls down. A 2-0 from Griffin. Haven't been able to do so far this season.
But getting a victory, arresting a 0-3 series streak means they are still within touching distance of the big guns. No one is clear at the top yet. 9-3 Sandbox haven't looked particularly good in the last couple of weeks. Ask some questions to the Griffin players about their recent losses.
Yeah, it's the bottom lane as well, so let's throw it to Ji-Sun for some translation.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Ji-Sun plays in the translation, and we'll be hearing from the bot laners of Griffin, Viper, and Lihan. So glad to see you guys on stage. Viper, how do you feel about the win? It's a bit awkward to be up here, you know. However, I think we did a great job today. During the losing streak, you guys must have gone back to the drawing board. So what was the focal point of the feedback? Well, to put it simple, you know, we had too much mistakes and our performance was not good. So I think that was the main thing of our feedback. Game number 1, Griffin took Nami. So, Lynn, since you are here, I want to ask you about Nami here. Well, we had a lot of options open, And Nami was one of it, and we thought that it's gonna be quite viable, so we kind of locked it in. So Viper, Nami is not a mainstream champion in the current meta, so how was playing with Nami in bot lane?
처음 할 때보다 많이 잘해진 것
I
같아요.
think it's got a lot better than its first try.
역시 발전하고 있는 리엔지 선수였습니다.
I guess Lienz is always improving.
그리고 그리핀 1세트에
And
한
Griffin
정말 잘 풀어냈죠.
Did a great team fight on the Dragon Pit, so let's go through a highlight together.
그리핀의 합류가 굉장히 빨랐었는데 이때 상황이 어땠는지.
So what was going on over there? Viper.
그때 사실
So
뭔 상황인지 모르고 갔다가
I didn't know what was happening. I just
싸우고 있길래 그냥
like backed up, but I think all my
그냥
teammates were
궁
doing a
쐈더니
great fight, so I just used my
정말
ultimate and I got the kill.
완벽한 궁을 쏴냈고요. 이렇게 잡아냈습니다. 자 이렇게 바이퍼 선수와 리엔즈 선수가 1세트 좋은 모습 보여줬고
So,
2세트에도
at moving on to game number 2, again, the bot laners were doing a lot of work.
초반에 좀 힘들었기 때문에
However,
바텀에서
Doran was
어깨가 더
having
무겁지
a hard
않았을까
time in
싶어요.
top lane, so
전략을
did you
어떻게
feel
세웠는지
extra
들어볼게요.
pressure?
전략을 하기보다는
Well,
그냥 도란
I mean,
선수가 좀
well,
많이
Doran
힘들었는데
was struggling a little
그냥
bit,
열심히 최선을
so
다해라.
we did our best in bot
아니
lane.
내가 이겨주겠다.
I will win for you.
그래서 이겼던 것 같습니다.
네, 그리핀이 또 승기를 굳혔던 한마디 하고 싶은
Viper, would you like to add on to that? No, I'm good, thank you.
네, 그리핀이 또 승기를 굳혔던 장면이 있었죠.
We have
바로
another
그 상황
highlight here where
만나볼게요.
Griffin gained a huge momentum.
이때 라이즈를 먼저 쫓고 계셨어요.
So you guys are
상황이
at
어땠나요?
first
그때
chasing
원래
Rise. What was
라이즈를
exactly
잡으려고
going on?
했는데 아래
Yeah, we were going in for Rise,
맛있는 거다 하고
but we saw Snowflower walking over there, you know, so we thought that's gonna be another delicious prey to take down, so we just went in for him.
자, 조금 전에 도란 선수 얘기도 하셨는데
So you
도란
mentioned
선수가 많이
Doran
알려져 있지
earlier,
않다
so
보니까
he's an
팬분들이
amateur,
어떤
he used to be
선수인지
an
많이
amateur
궁금해하세요.
player, so would you like to
좀
promote him for the
플레이
fans, like his
우리
play
팀원을
style?
소개합니다.
Like, would you like to
이런
introduce
느낌으로
him
한마디
briefly for the fans?
제가 아직 도란 선수에 대해서 아직 완벽하게 알지
Well, I
못하지만
don't know him
자기 입으로는 세상에서
well
제일
that
잘한다고
much, but
하는데
he always says that he's the best
네.
player in the world.
그랬으면 좋겠습니다.
Well, so that's my hope.
네,
Fighting.
도란 선수 계속 힘내시길 바라겠고요. 바이퍼 선수 계속 웃음을
Viper,
짓고 있는데
I see you keep
예.
어떤 얘기
smiling.
하시고 싶은지
So,
궁금해요.
is there any
리엔즈
comment
선수에게
you would like to add?
싶은 말씀 있나요?
아니요 그냥
Nothing,
럭스
nothing.
잘해서 받았네요.
I mean, he did such a great
오늘도
work on looks,
완벽한
so he
모습
got the
보여주신
MVP.
바텀 듀오였습니다. 자, 그리핀이 다시
So
연승
Griffin,
나가려면
Now you guys have to go for the winning streak, so you have to take down SK Telecom this Sunday.
지금 좀
Well,
많이 졌는데
currently
이제
we lost a
다시
lot,
중심
so
잡고 잘 이겨보도록
we have to
하겠습니다.
just set it up and make sure to pick up victories again.
네, 남은 경기 다 이겨서
We're gonna win all the remaining matches and
좋은 경기도 많이 보여드리겠습니다.
also make sure to show great performance and exciting game for the fans.
네, 잘생겼다고 팬분이 말했던 것 같습니다.
Fan in the
정말
crowd
고생
also
많으셨고요.
shouted
승리
out,
축하드립니다.
Gwen so
고생하셨습니다.
handsome, so thank you very much for this interview, and this will be the end of the interview with Viper Lind from Griffin. I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ji-sun, and I am 2.